Internet, Eric here. As I mentioned in the Creed 3 video, that was I guess you'd say officially the first one. This entire year on my channel, unless something is requested, I'm going to discuss movies I've never seen. Be it classics like The Godfather, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Blues Brothers, or schlocky, I guess you would say, cult classics, like the subject of today's video. It's got its fans. Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night II. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, oof, what have you. This came out in 1987. Basic plot of this is Mary Lou Maloney. She is this awful person. The movie starts out, she's talking to a priest and she's doing all of her confessions. I did this, I slept with this guy, and then, she says, I loved it. After writing for a good name, call Mary Lou inside the little pew. Is that what it's called? Or the confession booth, whatever. So we already know she's a rotten person. Anyways, she's at the prom. She dumps her current date for another guy that she's going to try to bang behind the scenes. Current date, obviously, is jilted. He finds a stink bomb from a group of kids, or a group of teenagers, like I said, senior prom, who are going to use it to cause a ruckus at the prom. He crawls up into the catwalk. He's going to drop it while Mary Lou wins the Prom Queen title, and, just have the stink bomb go off. Well, he drops it, and the flame on the stink bomb catches her gown on fire. She burns to death. 30 years later, her boyfriend is now the principal, played by Michael Ironside. Well, we have this girl named Vicky, who is eventually possessed by the spirit of Mary Lou, who wants to get her revenge. Whew. Okay. I knew about two things whenever this movie was brought up, because I know my mom, this was a favorite of my mom's. It's got a huge cult following, like Chad from Horror Movie Barbecue. He loves this film. I knew about the locker room scene, and I knew about Mary Lou getting burnt to death. All right, let's first talk about the cast. The girl who plays Mary Lou, I like her, though. As much as, I talked about how she's an awful person, I like her. This actress is really good at just being wicked, just being evil, just being nasty. She's not in it that much. She's in it in the flashback scene. You can tell this actress likes playing the bad guy, playing the villain, and she does great. Eventually, when she comes back in the present, she does pretty good for what he is, but I like her a lot in the past. So she's fine. The main person we are following, Vicky Carpenter. All these, there's so many names. There is, in the 50s, the principal's name was Romero. There's I think the perverted science teacher is Dr. Craven. Anyways, girl who plays Vicky Carpenter. I cannot see. Does it say her name? Wendy Lyon, I think. She's blonde. My wife Rachel, she knew her from Anna Green Gables. She's the one that eventually gets possessed by Mary Lou. She's hit and miss, She's likable when she is going through the troubles of dealing with the hallucinations, dealing with possibly being possessed by Mary Lou. But when she becomes possessed by Mary Lou, this actress wants to be the bad guy, but oof, it's rough. Like, there's a scene where she's being possessed by Mary Lou, and she wants to basically have sex with the boyfriend right then and there, and she's riding him like a cowboy, and she's yelling and screaming and hooping and hollering, and it's cringy. So she's hit and miss. Rest of the characters, we'll get to Michael Ironside in a second. The rest of the characters are just there. You have the bitch who wants to be prom queen and hates Vicky. You have the boyfriend who is just there, and he ends up being the son of Michael Ironside. You got the two friends. They're there. That's it. The teenagers are not important at all. Michael Ironside, well, this was pre-Total Recall. This was pre-Starship Troopers. He's just kind of there. He's there to look menacing, be intimidating, and he does that, but you can tell he didn't really seem like he wanted to be there. Now, granted, he's done movies like this since. He's been in fucking Major Pain, and I think he was the antagonist in the next Karate Kid. So he's not above doing garbage movies, but he didn't seem like he wanted to be in this one. But it was kind of cool seeing him in a horror movie. That's about it. The acting is just, other than Mary Lou, the girl who plays Mary Lou, and especially when it's in the 50s, the acting is just eh. Soundtrack is good. A lot of 50 songs. You got Tutti Frutti by Little Richard. You got a lot of doo-wop songs. Love it. I'm a sucker for the 50s, so I love the soundtrack in this. The kills. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Mary Lou getting set on fire in the beginning is decent. We don't get to see too much. When she comes back out of Vicky after Vicky is, shot by Michael Ironside, Mary Lou, her body comes out. She's all crispy crittered, and she looks like garbage. She looks even worse when she first comes out. Her whole body is like all covered in charred skin. It's awful. I mean, you can see parts of the neck where the makeup isn't connecting. You can see the parts under her eyes that are not painted properly, but it is what it is. The kills, though. Ooh. Okay. So Vicky has oh man. Vicky has this friend who is pregnant. We find out she's pregnant and she's killed in the very next scene. I guess Mary Lou kills her, and I don't remember, they say the stress of being a pregnant unwed mother in high school got to her, type of thing. Anyways, she's the last one in the school because she's getting ready for the prom. Like, even the fucking janitor tells her to lock up at the end. Okay. She's making streamers and stuff like that. Well, eventually, Mary Lou's spirit is kept in a trunk. And what was it? I don't know if Vicky found her cape, meaning Mary Lou's cape and her tiara from the 50s. And a pregnant friend is working on it. And she's taking the jewels off the tiara. That's what wakes up the spirit of Mary Lou. And Mary Lou starts strangling her. Like, it's off screen. It's all invisible force, but she's being strangled by streamers. And it looks really cool. Well, at least the buildup of what we think we're going to get. She's being dragged on the floor and there's some tension because we see one of them big giant paper shredders. Like, the ones with the long fucking blade. Like, Josh Hartnett, his one scene where he's a badass and the faculty rips it off. We think she's going to get her head cut off because it raises and her head's getting ready to go on her. And right before it slams, Mary Lou has a change of heart, I guess, because now her cape wraps around the friend's neck and hangs her from the ceiling, like, lynches her, type of thing. And just for good measure, after she's dead, we get a nice 5 to 6 second shot of a window, and then she's fucking thrown out. Okay, let's get to the murder of the priest. That was fucking stupid. The priest was I guess you would say, the side dude of Mary Lou in the 50s. Vicky's possessed by him, does the whole same shtick. I've sinned. I loved every minute of it. She bursts through the sides of the confession box, and she's got I think it's a crucifix with a long point at the end, and she's gonna stab the guy. But as she's stabbing the priest, we have this long shot of his mouth screaming. It gets close and close and close and closer to him, and then he's killed off screen, and we get these shots of buildings. Okay. And then the locker room scene. I mentioned I only knew about, one of the things I remembered hearing about was the locker room scene. So, the other best friend that's still alive, Mary Lou, is now completely inside Vicky now. And she's now that Mary Lou's possessing her, she's become this total uber bitch. And her friend is trying to say, oh, you've changed this and that, blah, blah, blah. They're having a little hissy fit. Well, friend goes to shower, and Vicky, butt-ass naked, complete full frontal and everything, 1987, and she gets in the same shower stall as the friend. They apologize, they make up, everything's great. I guess that's what happens when your best friend gets naked and, like, literally comes to you in the shower and apologizes like that. I guess that's acceptable. And then Vicky starts kissing on her, like kissing and giggling. Friend gets uncomfortable and runs away. Instead of running away to her locker, getting dressed and getting the fuck out of there, because Vicky is moving so fucking slow, like walking. And I don't know, it's just because the director wanted to be super gratuitous with this actress being nude or to build up tension or what the fuck ever. The friend is walking around trying to get out through like a locked gate, hides in a locker. And this is the part I remember. I remember a naked woman and then the locker death. Well, the girl is hiding in the locker, and as long as it takes for Mary Lou or Vicky, whatever you want to say, to fucking find her, again, she could have gotten dressed and gotten out of there. You know, there is a door to leave. Mary Lou is singing, Mary Lou, Vicky, whatever, is singing Tutti Frutti, and then she says a womp babaloo bop a womp bam boom, and the girl is in the middle, the center locker, and the lockers next to her. Boom, smash. This looked cool. It would have been really cool if they didn't add the gore. And here's why. You know me, I'm a gore. I love my gore. If it was just like a bunch of blood coming out, that was fine. But this stuff was like thick, pink oatmeal. Don't get it. So the kills are laughable. Now, there is some fun stuff. There is, and fun is in quotations. Before she's fully possessed by Mary Lou, Vicky is having these hallucinations, daydreams, what have you. And they're so fucking trippy. There's one where she dreams that she's in the lunchroom and she's being fed like mashed potatoes with maggots. They're only maggots, Michael. You know, mashed potatoes with maggots, and then her pregnant friend's face comes out of the fryer. That's kind of dumb. She has a hallucination where she's in her bedroom, and for some reason, she's got this gigantic rocking horse. And it's obviously something that she got when she was a kid, you know what I mean? She just kind of kept it. But it's the creepiest fucking thing you've ever seen. And you wonder who the hell got that for her as a kid. It's like the clown doll in Poltergeist. Who the hell would buy that for a child? Who the hell would buy this evil-looking horse with red eyes? Like, before it's even possessed, you know, foreshadowing, you know, right away that horse is coming to life. Who would buy that for a kid? Well, she ends up getting pinned down in her covers. There's like hands moving up and down her under the sheets. She's yelling and screaming. The horse looks at her, neighs. It's creepy because of, I don't know if it was a puppet or if it was stop motion animation, but that looked cool. The red eyes and everything looked cool. And Dad took fucking 5 minutes to come save her. You know, your daughter's yelling, fucking save her. But the hallucination I really liked is the one where she's officially possessed by Mary Lou. She is in classroom, and on the blackboard, written backwards, like it's, you know, being written inside it, is "help me." So she goes over there to examine it. These hands come out of the blackboard, and they're covered in black. And they grab her, and it looks cool. Like, I don't know if it was like rubber or plastic and someone's hands were coming out and it was just encasing their hands in it. It looked really cool, okay? And it was grabbing her and pulling her in, and it pulled her into the blackboard. And when she was pulled into the blackboard became water. The I guess you said the words that were written on it kind of got smeared around because now she's in this whirlpool and she gets pulled in. That was really fucking cool. I liked that a lot. But there's just so much fucking weird stuff. And like, before she goes to the prom, you know, Vicky is possessed by Mary Lou. Daddy comes in, you know, and he wants, oh, you look so beautiful, this and that. And Mary Lou is just trying to be psycho Mary Lou. She goes and starts making out with her dad. Now, a normal father, if their teenage daughter or their daughter at all started making out with them, would push them away. What the fuck are you doing? He's getting into it. Now, he's never shown any type of pedophilia vibes, rapist vibes, anything like that. You know, his mommy is, you know, Charlie Church, but he's been pretty normal. He's getting into it. Mom walks in. What are you doing? You know, that type of thing. She smiles, you know, Mary Lou smiles, walks out. He looks like, uh-oh, I fucked up type of thing. And then as Mary Lou's running away, Vicky, whatever, all Mom is doing is yelling at her, calling her a whore, calling her a harlot, a Jezebel, all this, you know, the biblical names. She's more mad that she just made out with someone in general. She never mentioned anything. Why are you making out with your father? She looked at the father. What did you do? Like, she didn't do any of that either. And then, of course, there's a confrontation. And then, just like the friend, she's blown out the screen door. Mary Lou has a thing of throwing people out windows or screen doors. And now let's get to the ending. Mary Lou She comes out of Vicky. Vicky is shot by Michael Ironside, okay? And she's chasing the boyfriend. They end up back in the place. I don't know if it's an attic or just a backstage area where Mary Lou's, where the trunk was, where Mary Lou's spirit was, because I guess that's because where her cape and her tiara was. Michael Ironside shows up to save the day, hands it to you, he got the tiara. That's what Mary Lou wanted, I guess. Puts it on her head, makes out with her, and then we go back to 1957. They're together, they're dancing happily, and that's it. Boom! She's defeated by love, the kiss. All it takes was making out with Michael Ironside. And then we get the predictable ending. She's not dead. She drives away. Michael Ironside's possessed. All that fucking stupid shit. But she was defeated with the kiss. Okay. Final thoughts. This movie's fucking stupid. It's awful. It's dumb. But it has a purpose. I was having fun pointing out the mistakes, pointing out the cheesiness. Me and my wife, when the pregnant friend, as bad as this sounds, when the pregnant friend was getting murdered, we were having fun with the fake outs. Well, what was the fucking point of the paper cutter? Throw her out of the window just to make sure, right? That type of stuff. So it serves a purpose. It's fun. This is a movie where you get some beer and pizza. You invite some friends over for like trash movie night. This is the perfect movie for that. It's garbage. It knows it's garbage. But I've seen a lot worse. I had some fun at points. So, hello, Mary Lou. Prom Night 2. Invite some friends over and get drunk and watch it. That's all I can say. Not awful. I mean, it's not Skinamarink. It's not Winnie the Pooh, Shit and Honey. All that type of garbage crap. Any of those fucking Mark Polonia shark movies are 25 times worse than this. And I will stick with that saying or comment or however you want to say it. I'm fucking tired. Anyways, so that's it. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell me, what do you think? Do you love this film? Do you hate this film? Are you questioning why I decided to even watch this film? Mike, if you're watching, I know you're going to say that. Anyways, I already said some certain things I got planned for the rest of the year. Also, just got Last Voyage of the Demeter. That's going to be a lot of fun. Slapshot. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And so on. So, like and subscribe. Click the bell. Comment below. Already said it. Invite some friends over. Get drunk. Make fun of this crappy movie. Have fun. Cheers.